Thanks for tuning in, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to smash that like button.
My camera didn't work for all of it, but I did machine this oil seal / gland. It's a funny word, isn't it? Gland. For this end of the upper sleeve. I mentioned earlier that I have utilizing this gland or oil seal off of the jack. That's going to be at the top of the sleeve or inside my oil box to keep any oil from running down on the project. This will be in the vertical orientation, obviously, but I only have one of these, so that's going to go on the top. I needed a second one down here for the bottom. Of all this assembly on the top, the only piece that's going to be movable is this shaft here. It's going to go up and down, but I want it to be guided through this heavy wall sleeve. That's why we're machining these pieces to such tight tolerance. But I want another oil seal down here at the bottom. So should any oil in my oil bath for these shackles and the yoke and the movement escape down through the sleeve, they'd get trapped behind this. So this is machined in two parts. I started out with a big slug like this and turned it down two pieces. And the way this works is I haven't finished the job yet, but there's going to be bolts that hold it into here, and then bolts that hold this into the upper sleeve. So I made this bronze bushing. This is almost the last of the bronze that I have. Boy, I sure love machining this stuff. It's such a nice, tight tolerance, good finish, easy to work with. It's going to sit in here. It's a captured bushing. This ID is going to be pretty tight tolerance to this with some lubrication. And then this is going to have a small O-ring seal on the inside, and this whole mechanism here is going to see if I can kind of approximate what it's going to look like. That's going to go there, this will go to there, and then this cap is going to bolt onto there. So that's the idea for the upper sleeve. And again, this should be able to move freely with the motion of the machine sliding on this bushing. This gland will carry it to the top. And hopefully we get a nice tight tolerance on the up and down. So this is all going to be welded together. The outermost ring will be bolted together. Should I need to replace or repair any of the pieces, it'll come back apart. But otherwise it's going to be hard welded. I want this to be as stiff as possible. Let me see if I can get that back apart. And all these pieces are going to kind of, Tetris together here with varying degrees of precision depending on the fit. There will be this exact same assembly on the top, so it's guided from top to bottom. I didn't feel a need to go the whole length. I'm just going to have small portion on the bottom that's strong and a small portion on the top that's strong. So, and again, that guide from the jack will be the ultimate inner sleeve, supported by this heavy part. So that's what we're working on next, is making the frame that connects this whole piece. This is going to be in the vertical orientation, but that big frame will work around here. I also need to make a sleeve for this and the cam that ultimately actuates the yoke. So I got a bunch more pieces to machine. Stay tuned. GoPro, stop recording.